This video sports flashback takes us back to 2014, a Mavericks Roundup segment when Jason Vargas was pitching for the Seattle Mariners. The segment is called Catching Hell and includes an interview with Mariners catching coach Dan Wilson, who praises Jason Vargas's pitching style.
Thank you, Ernie Escalera. On this Mavericks Roundup, we have action highlights, player profiles, and a surprise or two you may not believe.
Catcher Trevor Coleman, the 23-year-old switch-hitting catcher out of Dripping Springs, Texas, and the University of Missouri, is hitting .419 in his last 10 games. Early in the campaign, Seattle Mariners roving instructor and former Major League All-Star catcher Dan Wilson worked with Mavericks catchers.
You get a Dan Wilson, big league catcher, now a scout here. Does it put pressure on you?
Dan's been awesome. Maybe a little bit. You want to definitely do well in front of him, but he's been more of an asset than a critiquer or anything like that. So I really appreciate him coming out and helping us catchers.
What do you look for, or what do you tell the catchers when you come and see them at this level and any level? One thing first and foremost, or does it vary one from the next?
Well, I mean, obviously some guys have different things they need to work on. I think the thing that I look at really is what kind of arm he has, obviously, but it really is his feet. His feet will tell the story, and how quick his feet are, how well he can use them. There's a lot of aspects to catching. Throwing runners out is one, blocking the ball is another. And if he has quick feet and really is agile, that's a guy that you can work with and can improve his game. The other thing we look for is how he handles a pitching staff. And really, in my mind, as a catcher, that's your main priority, your number one priority is how do you handle pitchers, how do you handle your pitching staff, how do you call a ball game. And that mental side of catching is very, very important, and he needs to be the quarterback, the team leader out there, and you look for that quality in a catcher.
The pride of the Victor Valley, Seattle Mariners starting pitcher Jason Vargas is having an outstanding season. Turns out Vargas is serving as a role model for young Mavericks prospects.
Well, I think, I've had a chance to talk with some of the pitchers here. One of the things we talk about a lot is really the goal of pitching is location and changing speeds. And when I look at a guy like Jason Vargas, I used him as an example earlier today actually with a lot of these young pitchers, he's a guy who's really perfected changing speeds and having some good location. And a guy like Jason doesn't get there without working hard and trying to perfect his craft, but he has done that. I mean, he can locate his fastball on both sides of the plate. He's very good about changing speeds. Uses a little bit of a cutter to stay inside on the right-handers. I mean, he's figured out how to do it, and I've had a chance a couple of times to do some TV and radio during Jason's outings, and it's just really fun for me, being a former catcher, to watch him because he's really has learned how to do it and how to do it very successfully.
Saturday night, July 14th, is Cancer Awareness
Tickets, don't
Night.
forget, this Saturday night, 7th Annual Cancer Awareness Night, where the players are going to be wearing these special jerseys out on the field, and you can bid on them up on the concourse Saturday night to take these jerseys right off the players' backs.
The Community Table Restaurant Online Sports Report. Action highlights brought to you by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville, where every Thursday it's all-you-can-eat popcorn shrimp for just $9.95. Terry Kurtz here, throwing you an invitation to catch the 30-minute action highlights program, your High Desert Sports Report, showing daily on the Victor Valley Television Network, victorvalleytv.com.